There was some mystery as to whether Randall Cunningham would start, but indeed he is today. The only NFL quarterback to take every snap this season. Behind an offensive line, which has struggled, getting up the second most sacks. Williams, Davis, Alexander, who has the longest start streak. Holmes and Thompson blocking for the combination of running backs. Walker and Joseph. Barnett is near 1,000 yards. Williams is running mate. And Maurice Johnson takes the place of the injured Mark Bavaro today. Play action by Cunningham. Incomplete as he was looking for tight end Maurice Johnson. Most quarterback sacks on the defensive line, Seals, Steed, and Buckner. The linebackers, so the superb Greg Lloyd, along with the improving Chad Brown, Levon Kirkland, and Kevin Green has the most sacks of anyone in the NFL against the #1 pass defense in the NFL. And Rod Woodson could be Pittsburgh's most dangerous scoring threat with Figures, Perry, and Herschel Walker. And the first down is put in Philadelphia at the 25. A little high, and again looking for the tight end Maurice Johnson, who caught a touchdown pass last week. Second down and 10. Herschel Walker at the 22-yard line. Darren Perry. Cunningham looking for Fred Barnett. Incomplete in the coverage by Dion Figures, number 21. Cunningham. Incomplete. He was looking for Fred Barnett, who went in, and Cunningham threw outside, and here comes the field goal unit for Richie Kotite and the Eagles. Neil O'Donnell coming off perhaps his best game of the season after missing 2 with injury. Left side of that offensive line, Jackson, Love, and Dawson have started every game this season. Strelzik makes his third start with Leon Searcy, a big right tackle. #1 rushing team in the NFL. Morrison Williams, Thigpen and Mills the receiver, and Eric Green, maybe as good a tight end as you'll find in the NFL. Pittsburgh's first snap today, 1st and 10 from the 28. O'Donnell. That's Van Morris, the rookie. And he picks up 7 yards near the 35. Britt Hager makes the stop. Down in 10 now for Philadelphia. And the handoff goes to James Joseph. He'll be doubling as a tight end today. He finds very little room as the entire defense of Pittsburgh had a hand in the tackle.
You talk about the entire defense. That's the 90s. Everybody wearing a 90. You try to find out who's gang tackling.
How good this defense is in Pittsburgh.
They're real proud of where they're coming. They're first or second in every category. Third down efficiency, they're second. Total yards allowed.
For Cunningham. Second down and 15. Cunningham. Looking again for Maurice Johnson. He's gone to him about 3 times today. Levon Kirkland was covering again the wind in this first quarter in his face. Herschel Walker needs to get to the 50. And he gets to the 41. So another punting situation. His own 15 from the gun. O'Donnell. And it's caught. Close to a first down, pick up by Ernie Mills. Really starting to pick up some steam here in the month of December, second half of the season. There's a first and 10 handoff. And Van Morris in the place of the injured Barry Foster. Tackle made by Bill Romanowski. And a pickup on the play of 7 and 10. And Herschel Walker. And he burrows his way to about the 27, tackled in the play by Joel Steed. And it's Herschel Walker to the 30-yard line, and he picks up about 3 yards. First hit by Ray Seals. Why is the previous 4 is passed all 4 times, and here's a drop pass at the 34-yard line by Fred Barnett. So Cunningham stays true to form, passing on 3rd down. 36, first down and 10. And O'Donnell to go right to work. And it was caught, but was it caught in play? Mills got it. Gain of 9.
Into the pass because they have the safety.
Second down and 1, and this is Van Morris for the first down as he chugs his way to the 49-yard line. And then replaced by the original starter, Neil O'Donnell, on second down and 8. O'Donnell goes to the tight end, Eric Green, who needed to get to the 40, and he spins at the 41. Greg Jackson and Michael Zordich were there covering. And it goes to Van Morris. And he accomplishes the first down to the 40-yard line. O'Donnell from the gun. Caught at the 34 by rookie Charles Johnson. They needed to get to the 30. So now what do you do, Jerry? Great pooch punter.
And the Eagles do not. He'll catch the ball inside the 10 and try to bring. He does not fair catch many of them.
He bobbled that one, and it may have cost him as he juggles it in at the 9. And the Steelers say fumble. No sign from the referee. They say it is down. What a great addition he was to Pittsburgh a few years back.
Did you say he was wearing a 90 number?
Yes, he is.
Aren't they all? Huh?
91. Indeed they are. First down and 5 with the penalty. And Herschel Walker upended. Nice play coming up from the secondary. Free safety Darren Perry. Joseph in motion. The pitch out to Herschel Walker. Greg Lloyd fighting off the block, plugged it up, and Walker can't find much room at all. No gain, and Ray Seals finished them off. They're going to have to pass now on 3rd and 5. Cunningham knocked down, incomplete pass. Knocked down by Ray Seals, 97.
He's on Bernard Williams, the rookie from Georgia Tech. Hit him right in the face. Low projected, hit him right in the face mask. Didn't have to get his arms up.
The last 24 hours. Here's a 2nd down and 10 for Pittsburgh. And O'Donnell looking for his wide receiver. Makes the grab, Yancey Thigpen, and after dropping 3 in a row, Thigpen decides to make the catch. 3rd down and 2. Pittsburgh is 2 of 5 on 3rd downs today. From the gun, O'Donnell. And he's got a 1st down. Charles Johnson. He was the first receiver taken in the draft, and he picks up 13 yards to the 36 of the Eagles. And down to 1. And it goes to Herschel Walker. And he plows his way for a 1st down to the 41-yard line. Randall Cunningham almost picked off. And there's a flag going up Fred Barnett. And he was whacked in the play by Rod Woodson, who is... looks like he's injured his left knee.
Boy, that doesn't look good.
With the penalty on Woodson, 1st and 10 for Philadelphia. Cunningham with the wind in his back. Sacked for the first time today. Sacked by Ray Seals. Long today. Easy does it and dropped by Walker. We have seen a lot of drop passes, 6 all told, and there's the knee of Rod Woodson as they continue to examine him on the Pittsburgh sideline. Automatic 1st down with the penalty. And 10, John L. Williams fights his way out to the 30 and picks up about 5 on the play. He's coming to replace Grossman. Back to pass card. Neil O'Donnell. And he should have the 1st down yardage. They needed to get to the 35, and the pass was caught by Yancey Thigpen after dropping his first 3. He has caught the last 2. And on 2nd and 3, he needs to get to the 48, and Van Morris gets to the 49. Make it the 50. Make it inside the 49. And close to the 43-yard line of Philadelphia. For Cunningham. Williams in motion. Gardner whacked by Ray Seals. Seals has knocked down a pass today. This Friday on Fox. 5th consecutive punt by Barker. Charles Johnson to the 42. Field position for Pittsburgh from the 42 of Philadelphia. O'Donnell. He's got his receiver. Who next needs to get to the 32. Neil O'Donnell. And the yardage to the 1st down was the 20. He makes it to the 24, and Ernie Mills and the clock continue to get back in position. 10 seconds remaining. No timeouts now for Pittsburgh, and they have to stop the clock.
Kevin, 45 straight. Now, timeout. Oh, he didn't give it to him.
And a botched-up play as Mark Royals is taken down. And they threw the ball away, picked up by the center, Kendall Gammon. And he stumbles and bumbles and works his way near the 30, and this has got to be reviewed because Philadelphia called the timeout.
They did.
And no time now remains, except I guess now what?
Forward progress was ruled on the play before the backward pass. Forward progress was ruled.
Pittsburgh Steelers, and Philadelphia just going to sit on it for the final 4 seconds.
Well, that was weird because Michael Jordan was calling timeout, and everybody was looking at him.
Seeing that distracted Anderson.
It really did. Everybody thought that the clock had run out or the timeout was called.
And Walker gets the call. He broke took about 3 tackles just to fight back to the line of scrimmage. LaVon Kirkland finally brought him down. They're going to give him a loss of about 1.5 yards on the play. And Walker again to the 40. Randall Cunningham. Almost picked off by Tim McKyer. Incomplete to Calvin Williams. It's 4th down, and Philadelphia's got to punt the ball. 2nd down and 8 for Pittsburgh. Dan Morris. And a great block from John L. Williams. He needs to get to the 24 for the first down, and he's rustled out of bounds. Disposal of quarterback Neil O'Donnell. And the pitch out to John L. Williams. If he can get by his own blocking, they get the first down, and he did. Nice play by John L. Williams. Zordich missed the tackle, and Williams gets the first down.
Nice job.
And a 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh. O'Donnell into traffic, and the catch made. Gain of 9 on the play. Was it a fumble afterwards? Nope, they rule him down. 2nd down and 7. And Morris gets the call. Running the ball now, it seems, with a little bit more effectiveness, and they're close to a first down as Morris. The motion Craig. John L. Williams now will get the brunt of the calls, and he is close to a first down. Vaughn Johnson makes the stop, and there's Bam Morris. This is the #1 rushing offense in the NFL, but they've already lost Barry Foster for a couple games at the back, and now Morris. Terry Awards, and an official Fox's coaching poll on officiating this year in the NFL. James Joseph, very little gain. It'll be 2nd down and 8. You know, this Cunningham. Randall Cunningham, short for Fred Barnett. Incomplete. We're going to complete a pass now across the country. Eagles have missed their last 6 third-down conversions. Cunningham trying to complete. Here it goes to Walker. He needs to get to the 10. He gets to the 11. Tim McKyer makes the dot. 7th straight punt for Philadelphia, aside from the on-downs loss just before halftime. And it's Charles Johnson diving, and look where Pittsburgh will begin it at the 36 on a return of 6, and leading 3-0. Incomplete, 13. Cunningham has thrown in the previous 11 third-down tries. Good time here. Almost picked off, and for a 3rd time, he goes to Calvin Williams and comes up empty. Coverage on the play by Rod Woodson, who is back in the game playing with a bad knee.
No pressure. Got plenty of time. Slides around. Sees the curl. A little bit high. Had pretty good coverage on the man.
To do so. Here's 1st and 10 from the 17. 3rd receiver choice, John L. Williams. He's got the first down to the 32-yard line. Gain of 15 on the play. Bam Morris is out with the ankle. He are the tight ends. And the workhorse becomes John L. Williams. Another first down. John L. Williams inside Eagle territory to the 46. Brought down by Michael Zordich. And a pickup on the play. A big one for John L. Williams of 23 yards a season long. Down in 16 now for O'Donnell. In the snow, looking downfield. He's got his receiver. Caught on the play by Andre Hastings. It's a first down. Inside the Philadelphia 26. And a pickup of 27. And this was on a 3rd and 16 play.
There he was. He just missed him. Left a man-to-man in the back end.
All day today by the Pittsburgh Steelers. John L. Williams moving a pile to the 20-yard line and filling in admirably for the injured Bam Morris. 4 receivers at his disposal. O'Donnell to the end zone. Touchdown! Andre Hastings. And Pittsburgh has the lead.
Jackson and Eric Allen. Greg Jackson's got the inside cuts.
Must win. The Steelers have come back late with a touchdown pass. The ground game set up this pass, and Pittsburgh has their first lead today. First time today, maybe checking off at the line. Intercepted. It's picked off by Darren Perry. It's shades of Dallas last week as Perry takes it inside the 20. And for the 3rd consecutive game, Randall Cunningham has thrown a crucial late-game interception to the opposition. Steelers with the lead and with the ball. John L. Williams. John Williams inside the 5 into the 2.
Off of Dawson's block. There's Dawson. Got a little bit of a hole. I'd say he's got him handcuffed, and he breaks it clean.
Goal to go. Ball at the 3. O'Donnell. John L. Williams. Touchdown. Pittsburgh Steelers.
Think, I guess about the last 3 games, he's come in and been the fire plug in the 4th quarter. And here he is in a tight ball game that the Eagles have played so hard on, getting a big touchdown.
Anderson's extra point. 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns against Richie Kotite's Philadelphia Eagles. John L. Williams rammed one in from a couple yards away. And now, the Pittsburgh Steelers have built up a 14-3 lead. Record in the AFC. Cunningham on 1st and 10. Look out for the blitz, and here it comes by Dion Figures. And a flag thrown and a fumble on the play.
That's the Steelers. They sack you with other people than the linemen.
Penalty is against Philadelphia, number 10.
There's the corner from the Steelers blitzing side of a slot.
Holding number 76, offense. That penalty is declined. 2nd down.
Here's your blitzer coming all the way from the outside, and the tight end, Maurice Johnson, misses him. That's the way to get your quarterback killed. Here's actual speed. Here's how fast it happened. Gets set up. Watch out.
Trying to get to the 41 of Pittsburgh. Cunningham, incomplete. Looking for tight end James Joseph. The hit by Greg Lloyd.
Greg Lloyd just leveled Cunningham. He stuck him in the chest. That you got to be a full-grown man to be able to get up. 95. He says he wants to be 100 miles an hour for 60 minutes. The ball's thrown. Greg Lloyd. Fort Valley State.
Randall Cunningham. Good blocking by Joseph. Given time for Cunningham. Incomplete downfield for Calvin Williams. 15 for Cunningham from the gun for the first time today. A drop pass for Fred Barnett. This game has been chock full of drop passes. And the last 9 they have missed on 3rd down. And down he goes again, tackled by Chad Brown. His 7th sack.
Upfield and underneath. 1, 2, 3. Helicopter. Do the spin. Get him around the shoe tops. Chad Brown, inside linebacker, playing defensive end in the nickel. Playing.
Down and 10. And here's John L. Williams. And 2 for O'Donnell. First down run. Who else? John L. Williams. What an interception. That defense led by 95. Greg Lloyd with an outstanding day. They stayed at the same level throughout the game. And there's our Miller Lite player of the game, John L. Williams. Replacing Bam Morris, who is replacing Barry Foster. This is the 3rd option for the number 1 rush team in the NFL, and he filled in very, very well. To go 8 yards for O'Donnell. Running out this clock. John L. Williams trying to cut the corner. They can't bring him down. He needs to get to the 40 for a first down. They'll be very close.
Plus, fighting to stay in bounds. You can tell a veteran.
William Thomas got his jersey and struck him down. They're going to go into the knee mode now as they'll run out that clock. And that will basically be it. Now, for Pittsburgh, a big game next week against the Cleveland Browns. Pittsburgh has won every game so far in the AFC Central Division. Today, they win their 6th consecutive game overall. Their record is still the best in the AFC at 11-3. The final numbers of 14-3. So now for Jerry Glanville, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long from Three Rivers Stadium, where the final score, Pittsburgh 14, Philadelphia 3. You've been watching Fox Sports coverage of the National Football League.